Hello and welcome to the ScatterVolt channel, and today this is the best budget gaming PC setup anybody can build for under $1,000 in the year 2022. I want to place emphasis on the anybody can build part because at a given time you could probably find a better gaming PC, better gaming mice, better gaming keyboard, this and that. Though the main purpose of this video is just to provide a simple template that anybody can follow at any time, because all the parts and peripherals I'm featuring in this setup guide can be found in stock and not overpriced. So if you want to just get into PC gaming in the year 2022 without absolutely blowing out your bank account or selling a kidney or two, given all the things I have here behind me, then this video is for you. So with all that said, if you enjoy budget PC gaming content in the year 2022, then consider subscribing to the ScatterVolt channel, because we're trying to find ways to make PC gaming affordable in these unprecedented times, and this video hopefully is one of them. Also, if you enjoy setup videos, then give it a like. I kind of gauge how interesting my videos are to you guys based off the like counter. I know PC build videos you guys come in droves to see, but setup videos, I don't know. I'll have to look at that. So if you like these, give it a like. So we'll get right into these setups, starting with the mechanical gaming keyboard choice. But first, I gotta give that minute or so to thank the sponsor of this video, VIP SCD Key. If you want an affordable Windows 10 Home or Pro key, definitely check out VIP SCD Keys at the top of the description, and there you can snag a key for as low as $15 using my discount code VIP Scatter. And likewise with the gaming PC here behind me, if you notice in the build video, it wasn't activated, but I went ahead and activated it just now using one of their keys and my discount code for 15 bucks. And the process was really quick. I just paid for a key using PayPal, waited a little bit, got the key, typed in activation settings in the Windows search bar, took that key, pasted it in, waited a few moments, and boom, I had an activated PC. So all good to go. So let's start with the gaming keyboard. And with a budget gaming setup like this, I don't think you need a full-size gaming keyboard. I think getting a smaller 60%, 65%, 70%, or 75% mechanical gaming keyboard is the way to go, because those are cheaper and they won't sacrifice on quality. So a good example of that here behind me is the Gamakay MK61. This is a 60% mechanical gaming keyboard with mechanical Gatron switches, and I got it for $53. And with this one in particular, there are a few things why I really like it that make it really nutty for the money. The first thing that I really like about this keyboard is that it comes in a variety of switches, specifically the yellow Gatron V2 switches, which is what I'm using in this setup here behind me. And not only are those pretty nice to type on despite being linear switches, I'd say they're a little bit heavier than reds if you're familiar with mechanical switches. But my reaction times on this keyboard are a lot lower than my own personal keyboard that I have in my own setup. On average, my reaction time using this keyboard with those Gatron yellow V2 switches was about 8/100ths lower than my own personal gaming keyboard, which used optical red switches. So this is a fast keyboard. If you wanted something quick, this is gonna do it. Also, it uses high quality PBS double shot keycaps, so these should be long-lasting keycaps despite how much you'll grind on them through your gaming sessions. And on top of that though, the RGB as well with those keycaps does come out really well. This keyboard, and one of the reasons why I liked it, is that it gets really bright in terms of RGB lighting, and it has a ton of lighting modes. So for you people who wanted all the RGB in the world, you can totally do that with this keyboard. Also, a few other things, you can totally mod out this keyboard if you wanted to. You can take it apart, switch out the keycaps, switch out the switches, and do all these other things. But if you didn't want to do that and you just wanted a nice high quality keyboard right off the bat without changing anything, this keyboard is also that, because it even features pre-lubed stabilizers on the bigger keys, which is something people would usually mod to do, but it already comes with this keyboard, so that's pretty sweet. And the only thing I don't like about this keyboard is the software it comes with. If you want to learn how to use it well and to actually program the RGB to how you want it to appear on the keyboard, you're gonna have to watch a video tutorial from some dude on YouTube who's already figured it out for you. Even I had to watch a video to maybe get an idea of how it worked, but I'm totally fine with the onboard RGB profiles with this keyboard. And vanilla, I'm not using any custom keyboard profiles, so it does the job for me for 53 bucks. Then for your gaming mouse for a budget PC gaming setup like this, I recommend a quick, fast, lightweight optical gaming mouse that is wired for about 30 bucks. So some really good options here and there are the Rockhead Burst Core, the Logitech G203, but for this setup, because of the headset that I eventually chose, I'm going with the Razer Viper Mini. This mouse, I really do not need to say any more about it. It's 61 grams in weight, has the Pixart 3359 sensor, could go up to 8,500 DPI, has a 1000 hertz polling rate, and it is one of the fastest mice on the market, despite that sub $30 price tag it always comes with. Need I say more? There's a lot of reviewers who like it, including me, so we're going with it. So then for the headset, I would spend about $50 on a semi-high quality 7.1 surround sound gaming headset with fairly large drivers, like I'd say 45 millimeters to 50 millimeters, along with a nice onboard microphone that of course are comfortable. And for that, I have chosen the Razer Blackshark V2Xs. These are 50 bucks right now, and I straight up think they're the best budget gaming headset to buy without going wireless or going with one that has a wired USB port.
So the first thing I noticed when I put on this headset was how big the soundstage was for this headset, especially given its price tag. I was kind of almost thrown off by it because I was just impressed with how just large the headset sounds when you listen to music or when you play any gaming. And so I'd say for that matter, if you're into music listening, these are pretty nice. I think the bass is a little bit heavy, but if you're into that, this is totally it for you. And if you're a gamer, you want that heavy bass, and this definitely gives it in spades. So as far as the sound quality goes, this is really impressive, honestly, for 50 bucks. It is straight up a really nice gaming headset. And it's only further compounded upon when you consider it also has 7.1 surround sound and a pretty decent onboard microphone. And for 50 bucks, especially given how nice the overall presentation of this headset was when I unboxed it, like, this should be a cheaper headset. But man, like, what it's delivering for 50 bucks is better than the Fnatic React version 2s, which I always recommended as the best budget gaming headset, but these easily topple it for about 15 bucks less. So this is what I recommend you go with for a budget gaming headset in a setup like this.
So let's continue on with the monitor, and really for this, as long as you choose a 1080p monitor with a 144 Hz refresh rate, preferably with an IPS panel that supports AMD FreeSync technology, you are in good hands. So this one here behind me is a Dell 24-inch monitor that fits those specifications, though it has a TN panel. And I'm not exactly going to recommend this heavily because there are better gaming monitors out there for only a little bit more that have an IPS panel. And if you're gonna pay just an extra $5 for a better panel, I'd take that over a TN panel. The speed and responsiveness is going to be nearly the same, though an IPS panel is going to look better. That being said, with the gaming PC that I'm recommending for this setup guide, 1080p, 144 Hz with that FreeSync technology is going to be really well utilized for the majority of games you're going to place on it. So CSGO, Valorant, League of Legends, Fortnite, Rainbow Six Siege, Apex Legends, all those games are going to take advantage of that high refresh rate to deliver that smooth gaming experience. Though for more graphically demanding titles, it will struggle a little bit, so you won't see that high refresh rate, but still nonetheless, 1080p 144 Hz is just what you want for this sort of gaming PC in a budget gaming setup like this. Which leads us to the gaming PC portion of this video, which I just want to state, if you had any questions, curiosities, or just wanted to know everything possible about the gaming PC in this setup, I already made a dedicated video for that on my YouTube channel. So check that out first if you want to learn more about this gaming PC. Anyways though, if you want to build a budget gaming PC right now for a gaming setup like this that costs below $1,000 total, you're going to want to go with an APU. So like a Ryzen 5700G or 5600G, which means the main processor and graphics are on the same chip, which is why when you make this setup, you're going to connect an HDMI cable from the motherboard to the back of the monitor, not where there usually be a graphics card. That being said, one of the reasons why I really like this budget system is that it's a nice starter gaming PC. So when you eventually get a dedicated graphics card, you can plug that right into this computer, switch your display cable from the motherboard to the graphics card, and you can finally have a really nice PC gaming experience Though what you're already given in this integrated graphics solution, I personally think is pretty good for the majority of gamers who may be watching this video. Like I said, all the parts, the tutorial, the benchmarks, the drivers, installation, windows, and all that is already discussed in that separate video, so I'm not going to go into that to this one. But follow a gaming PC similar to this if you want to achieve a setup like this for below $1,000 in total. And that is really it for my budget PC gaming setup that you can build in 2022 that is below $1,000. So again, anything I talk about in this video can be found in the description below. But again, this is a template video, so you don't have to follow the exact specifics. So regardless, I hope this is a helpful video at the end of the day. So if you've made it to this point in the video, you probably like my vids. And if so, consider subscribing and liking the setup video. I'll take that as feedback for the next time I maybe do one of these. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. And this is the ScatterVolt channel signing out.